In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a half drop and a seamless repeat using offset filter in Adobe Photoshop. First of all, I have my black and white scanned image that I've hand drawn and I've cleaned up in Photoshop. You can see that it's in index color because I had thresholded it under the Image Adjustments Threshold command. Completely black and white. Under my image mode, I want to take it from index color back to RGB. I'm still going to be maintaining the complete black and white appearance of my design. I've selected the entire tile, and under my image menu, I'm going to go to image size and determine what size my image is. It is 1 inch wide by 1 inch high. My resolution is 300, and you can see that I have 300 by 300 pixels for my square tile repeat. Now your image could be any size, but just note the pixel dimensions here because we're going to use those in the offset filter function. I'm just going to say OK to that, and I'm going to edit and define my pattern. Next, to put it into a half drop repeat, I'm going to double my canvas size, because I'm going to repeat this image over to the right. First of all, I have already defined the pattern, and now I want to save my selection. So I'm going on to the Select menu, Save Selection. And that's my butterfly motif 1, and I'm just going to call this tile. Next, I'm going under my image menu again, canvas size. It's 1 inch by 1 inch. I want to increase the width, double by 2. I can do that in inches, or I could do it in percent. It would be 200%. And I want to make that appear onto the right hand side of my canvas. So I'm going to click this arrow over here to allow for the new spacing to be to the right of my canvas. Say OK to that. I'm going to load my selection. Down at the bottom here, I'm going to choose my tile 1, and I'm going to duplicate this image using the Option key, or I could copy and paste it. So if I go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste Special, I'm going to paste it into place. If I use the Copy Paste function, you can see that it creates a new layer. I'm going to take my Move tool and my Shift key, Move tool, hold down my Shift key as I'm moving, and it should snap into place. Release your mouse. Go to Select, Load Selection one more time. I want to choose my tile 1. OK. You can see that it's selected. I may want to flatten my layers at this point so that both of my images are on the same layer. Under my filter menu, I'm going to go to where it says Other and Offset. And I'm going to take my 300 pixels and divide it in half. and I want my repeat to be on the vertical, so I'm going to use the vertical here and divide that 300 in half. Whatever your dimensions are, you would divide it in half. Use the wraparound function here. You can keep the preview on, and you see that it splits my image in half, and that's what we call the half drop. Okay. I'm now going to select all, and I'm going to define this as a pattern. Edit, define pattern, and I'm going to call that my half drop. Okay, and now I'm going to create a new 8x10 file, 300 resolution, but instead of 300 pixels by 300 pixels, I want this to be 8 inches by 10 inches. Okay, edit, fill. I'm going to find my pattern in half drop down here. Okay, and you can see my butterflies are now in half drop. Save my file something else. I'm going to save it as a whole page and just save it into my folder. Okay, save PDF. Yes. And there's our half drop. Going